Hello students, I am Hasbullah from GK Jain School. Today we are going to see the last chapter of 5th chapter, market structure and the pricing. Today we are going to see what is monopolistic competition. See students, monopolistic competition are the situation where there will be a large number of sellers of a small firm. So there will be a large number of sellers and they will be of small firm which produce and sells the similar but not identical commodity. There will be large number of sellers but they will sell the similar product. They will sell the same kind of product but it will not be identical. They cannot identify which kind of product they are selling. So monopolistic competition means here in the market what happens, they are selling the different kind of ideologies, different kind of products, different kind of things. They are the number of sellers is there and they will be of small firms. There will be a very small firms will be there, large number of sellers will be there. What they do is that they sells the commodities, they sells the all the aspect with the rest of what? How they sell it, the same product but they are not identical. Let's see some of the characteristics of it. Large number of sellers. So one of the best example, the best thing or this is there are the large number of sellers. The seller are is huge. There will be a number of sellers. There will be many sellers are there. Next, differentiation of price. So hence there are number of sellers. What will happen? There is a differentiation in the price. Each seller will have a different. For example, there are X, Y, Z. They are the sellers. So X will have the separate price. Y will have a separate price. Z will have a separate price. So there is a differentiation, which means the price differs from others. Next one, selling cost. And the selling cost plays a vital role. What are the selling costs? Advertising cost, publicity cost, or the banner cost. So all these costs which is needed for selling a product. One product is ready. One finished good is ready, but we need many expenses to make that good reach to the consumer. For that, the selling cost, nature of demand, and there should be a nature of demand. Which particular group is demanding the product? When there is a demand, there is a supply. We have learned right in the diminishing marginal utility. So when there is a demand in the market, what happens? There will be a supply of the product. So the nature of demand plays a vital role. Freedom of entry and freedom of exit. And when you want to come into the monopolistic competition market, you are free to come. And when you want to leave means you can freely leave. There is no government rules and regulation that you have to stay in the market, you have to listen to the market, nothing like that. Everything is free. You are very much free to do the business and you are very much free to walk away. For example, you are having the diamond merchant business. Okay. Now you decide that you want to just go to the monopolistic competition market, you can freely go. You have come here and you are not enjoying the benefit, you are not enjoying the profit, you can simply go off. Okay, this is the characteristic. Let's see the graph. Output we have to x-axis, revenue we have to as y-axis. See AR. AR curve is falling down. Next, MR curve is falling below the AR. AR below the AR, MR curve is falling. See, short run average curve is shaping of U and the marginal curve is shaping the U above the average. So average revenue is below the marginal revenue. Marginal revenue is below the average revenue. Here, marginal average cost is above the average cost. This is was the figure. See here, where the marginal cost and the marginal revenue meets together, where marginal revenue and the average cost meet together, that point is known as equilibrium. And when this marginal revenue is meeting the marginal cost, that point will frame as a profit point. For this EFGH, this point is there, no? This point will be framed as profit. So EFGH is a profit. Easy to understand. We have to output and revenue, AR and MR, U shape of average cost and marginal cost, and the meeting point of average cost and marginal cost is the equilibrium, and from the marginal revenue to the marginal cost when a straight line is cutting, whenever this is straight line cutting, that particular part will be profit. Next one is oligopoly. What is oligopoly here? The market situation in which a firm bases its market policy. In this market policy, what happened? The firm decide the price. The firm decide the price after seeing their rival firm. For example, I am having the business of shoe or chappals. What happened? When I am coming into the oligopoly market, what I will do? I will see the next shop. the person who is doing the business in the same field. I will go and see how they are doing the business, what kind of price is there, what kind of philosophy is accepted, and I will do the business on base of that. So, market situation where the market policy is a part that expect behavior of the rival, behavior of the close rival. So when you are doing a business and your close rival is doing the same kind of business, when you do the business by seeing that, by adopting that plan and policy is known as oligopoly market. Is it? Characteristics, less number of firms. In the oligopoly, you cannot see the many firm that they want to see the competition after they want to do the business. No, we cannot see that. Very less number of firms is there. Interdependent. And here what is the problem is interdependent. If X is doing the business, Y is coming into the business seeing the X. So X is dependent on Y. Y is dependent on X. So this is interdependent. They will see the rivalry, only they will do the work. Realization of profit. And when you're coming in this market, what happened? You know the profit. You know what kind of profit if the rival firm is earning. You know what kind of quality, quantity and production they are using. So we know the profit. So you can maximize your profit by doing this. And strategic gain. And this is one of the strategy gain. You know the ideology behind it. How to do the business, where to do the business, where you to take to the business. All this policy you know. So there is a less number of buyers, there is a less number of sellers, there is a strategic planning, there is a proper utilization of fund, there is a profit maximization, and there is what? There is an interdependent. Some of the assumption about this, there will be at least 3 market. What is the assumption about it? There will be at least 3 market. For example, there will be X, Y and Z. Total 3 markets should be there in the oligopoly market. Then, and these 3 markets should sell the homogeneous product. And what is the next example? Next big thing they want? They should be selling the homogeneous product, which means the same product should be there, the same quality, quantity, everything should be same. And the last one, the product should be identical. It should be identified from others. That this particular, what the X has said, they should know the X company has manufactured it, Y company has manufactured it, Z company has manufactured it. So their product should be identical. Let's see the graph. The graph is we have the output and the price. Then we have AR below the MR, AR below the MR, and then there is a marginal curve cutting down. This part is a profit. Same like this. We have this. See here. Marginal curve, revenue curve, AR and MR, this marginal cost, this MC, when it is cutting down, this is equilibrium point, and this total part is a profit. Okay, so in a simple way, when the marginal cost called the marginal revenue, that part becomes the profit part. Okay, let's see the next thing. The next thing is all about duopoly. What is duopoly market? In duopoly market, we see that in a market situation where 2 person is there, where 2 parties is there, 2 producers are there. They control the business, they own the business, they decide the price, they decide the output, they decide the quality, they decide the quantity, they decide the everything. 2 person is there, 2 particular person is there, they are the decider of all together things. Okay, that is what we call duopoly. Here in this, they are the person who fix the price, they are person who fix the designs, they are the person who fix the quality, they are the person who fix the quantity, and they are the person who among themselves is the competition. So they have the competition with themselves. Let's see the assumption. What are the assumption? Only 2 sellers. In the duopoly what happened? Only 2 sellers will be there. So hence is the duopoly. But the word itself says double, 2. Only 2 participants is there. Identical product, and each product should be identical. For example, 2 duopoly means X and Y company is there. X company product should be visible that it is belong to the X company. Y company product should be visible that it belongs to the Y company. This is what we call duopoly product, the identical product. Last one, strategic plan. Here also the plan is there. We know that there is only 2 person, they will join together. They will sit together and they will plan that this has to be done, this has to be done, this has to be done. So there is a proper strategic plan in the duopoly. Last one is a bilateral monopoly. What is bilateral monopoly? It is a market situation where monopoly and monosony exist. This is the place where monopoly and monosony exist. So we were discussing bilateral monopoly. So in the bilateral monopoly, what happens? Here there will be 2 things: monosony and monopoly. What is monosony and what is monopoly? Monopoly means, we have already seen in our previous classes that monopoly means there will be a single seller. What is the monopoly? There will be a single seller. Only one seller will be there who will control the entire business, which means one seller. What is monopoly? Monopoly means one seller. What is monosony? Monosony means only one buyer. So bilateral competition is market is the place where you can see only one seller and you can see only one buyer. In the monopoly competition, what happened that the decider, the manufacturer, the seller can decide everything. From the price to the quality to the quantity to the everything about the product, he has a right to decide. But in the bilateral competition, he cannot decide that because there is only one buyer, there is only one seller, but the buyers are in huge number. Here there is only one buyer and there is only one seller. So this is the plan because, for example, I am having the BMW Industries and I am going to sell the BMW for 10 lakhs rupees and I have only one buyer. Then what will happen? If he says for 9 lakh rupees means I have to sell for 9 lakh rupees because there is only one buyer I have. I have to satisfy his need, he will satisfy my needs. You see? So this is what bilateral. So both buyers and seller will come together for the proper strategic plan that everything will be fixed there. There is nothing variable. If there is a variable, both parties should agree. Bilateral means both. There is a one buyer and one seller who decides everything that is going to take place in the market situation. Okay. So with this chapter gets over. This chapter is all about how the market structure is all about. What this market structure take place. Whether this perfect competition is existing in the real world or whether it does not exist in the real world. What is perfect competition? A perfect competition is a place where this is perfect competition. AR is equal to MR. What perfect competition means? AR is equal to MR. Perfect competition is a place where you can see that price is fixed. The uniform pricing policy is being taking place. That's a perfect competition. There will be homogeneous product, there will be same product, there will be free entry, free exit, there will be no government regulation, no government interference. All these beautiful innovational ideas and very beautiful explanations and very beautiful atmosphere is there that the buyers and the seller are very enjoying and they are satisfying their. In the imperfect competition, we cannot see such kind of things. In the imperfect competition, there can be a monopoly. Only one buyer is there, he decide everything, we have to buy. Like oil industries. Then there is a monopolistic. Here there are number of buyers, there are number of sellers, there are number of everything and they decide by their own. Each will have their own desires. Then oligopoly is there. They will decide based on their competitor. Then we have the duopoly. The two person is there, he rules everywhere. Then bilateral is the only where only for one person. He is manufacturing for particular person, he is satisfying the needs of the particular person. In a simple way, market structure is all about how the business will be taking place. How the buyers and sellers should come together and defines the human satisfaction. This is what the market structure is all about. With this, our chapter gets over. Dear viewers, dear students, you can subscribe our channel GK Jain Schools. If you like the video, just press the like button and share our videos and subscribe the GK Jain School official YouTube channel and press the bell icon for the nearest and good videos for the economics, commerce and other subjects. Thank you, dears.